lot of people are calling Frozen the return of Disney, but honestly, have you seen Disney's movies in the last couple years? I mean, since 2009, they put out The Princess and the Frog, Tangled, Winnie the Pooh, Wreck-It Ralph. Disney's actually been back for a couple years, just saying. Frozen. So Frozen is Disney's story of the Ice Queen. It's an old Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale with a classic Disney spin on it. Basically, there's these two sisters. One of them is normal. The other one has the power to turn stuff into ice. You know, like Iceman or Jack Frost or Katara. There's a lot of icy people out there. But one day, her powers just kind of go crazy and she ends up putting their whole kingdom into ice. So now it's up to her sister Anna to try to help her put things right. And like I said, Disney's been on a roll for a couple years, but this is a really solid entry into Disney's canon. First of all, the dynamic between the two sisters, Anna and Elsa, that was really good. Elsa knows that she has these powers that has to be locked away, and what really sucks is that she has to lock herself away to keep herself from harming other people. But Anna doesn't really know that she has these powers, and so Anna wants to play with her sister, but she can't do that. They're both basically locked inside the castle for their entire life, so all they have is each other. You can tell while they might hurt each other a couple times in this movie, they're still sisters, and they still love each other. There's two main leads in this movie. One's a prince from another country, another one's a huntsman. Both I thought were really cool. I think the prince was kind of like Disney making fun of themselves. Like in one song, Anna and the prince, they have this whole like song about how they know each other and everything like that. And then afterwards the prince is just like, hey, will you marry me? But it wasn't completely done like the Disney movies of the past, so it's like they could tell that they were making fun of themselves. That was really funny. The humor, by the way, in this movie was also really good. Joshua Gad plays this one snowman, and he was the best part of this movie. He's just walking around, he's so bumbling and happy and all that. He actually wants it to be summer, which is funny because he doesn't know that he's gonna melt in the summer, so it's kind of funny watching him sing about summer and everything. And then Anna and the huntsman, I think his name's Kristoff, but they're just sitting there and they're kind of like, does he know what happens in summer? He's just so joyous and happy at the thought of this, and then they're kind of just there like, dude, you're gonna die. It made for some really funny comedy. I liked him. And Disney does comedy with side characters really well. Like if you look at their past movies, you have Timon and Pumbaa, Lemire and Cogsworth, even King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph. He was awesome. Now for people that are saying that this is the return for Disney, I feel like it's not just because the movie is really good, which it is, but I think it's because this movie is like old school Disney. There's a lot of singing in this movie, which we got that kind of stuff with Princess and the Frog and Tangled, but this thing was almost a full-fledged musical. If I could pick a movie that this was most like, I'd probably say Beauty and the Beast. Even though I think it had more singing than Beauty and the Beast. And a couple times I was kind of like, okay, another song, well, okay, let's go. I love Disney movies, but at a point I thought this movie had a little too much singing. This movie does get better the more you think about it, and I went home and I started listening to the soundtrack. And yeah, I'm not complaining about the singing anymore. I thought it was great. All the songs are really good. And for the most part, it's not like they take breaks out of the story to sing these songs. A lot of them are story-based, which is good. If they just started singing a random song, I'd kind of question it. But the music in this movie was great. Even the score by Christoph Beck. Really solid stuff. Frozen, I would say, is definitely the best animated movie of this year. Before Frozen, I probably would have said Despicable Me 2, which I never actually reviewed. And that's kind of funny because Despicable Me 2 and Frozen, completely different movies. Completely different tones and all that, but overall, Frozen is superior, and I'm going to give Frozen an A-. This is the movie that families are going to want to see this holiday season. It's a really great Disney movie. Part of me does wish that it was 2D animated. I'm pretty sure that was the original plan for it, actually. But I'm not going to complain because the 3D animation does really look good. It's just kind of a personal preference of mine. So what is your favorite Disney movie of all time? What is it? Comment down below. Let me know. For me, it's really hard to pick this. I'd probably go with a toss-up between Peter Pan and The Lion King. Peter Pan was my childhood favorite, but Lion King is just so good. Yeah, you know, one of those two. I don't know. Thanks for watching this video. If you guys like it, you can click here to see more.